So I got a question. It was in the comment section on my video about how Michael J. White used his version of the pure protein diet to get really, really lean, really defined for the Universal Soldier sequel that he was in. And somebody asked me a question, and it was basically, would this diet work for a 5'9" morbidly obese man who's in ketosis and consuming around 1,500 calories per day, but isn't physically active due to multiple injuries? Now, let me just say, if you don't know what the pure protein diet is, you basically get like your lean body weight right around when you'd have like 10% body fat. Okay, that body weight, you eat 10 calories per pound, and 70% of it is protein and 30% of it's fat. Okay, I came up with this diet not for helping obese people. I came up with this diet for me when I was trying to get in shape for an MMA competition when I had to lose a lot of weight. Okay, so it was for me basically like an athletic type of thing, okay, to help me maintain muscle while losing a lot of fat and getting very lean. I later found out in the book Sly Moves that Sylvester Stallone used a similar diet, a little bit more extreme, a little bit less healthy, every time he had to get really lean for a Rambo or for a Rocky movie. Michael J. White used the exact same diet to get really lean for Universal Soldier. Okay, so this is something that was for me kind of a crash diet. Okay, for instance, right now, my leanish body weight is 170 pounds. If I get close to 170 or under 170 pounds, I have a lot of muscle definition. So let's say I weigh 178 or 180. Okay, if I go on the pure protein diet for a couple weeks, I should get down from having a little bit of fat around my stomach. I should get down to being extremely lean within just a couple weeks, because I could easily lose 3 to 5 pounds a week on this diet while maintaining my muscle. So this question is coming in from a completely different angle. It was never intended as like a long-term diet. However, does that mean it's not going to work? Let me just say a couple things. Okay, first of all, what the pure protein diet does is you get used to burning fat as it is. Okay, you're in ketosis, you're not burning carbohydrates, you're just burning fat. Now, the reason why some people still don't lose weight or lose weight as quickly in ketosis is because their body's adapted to burning fat, but they're taking in a whole lot of fat in their diet. Okay, you have 70%, 75% of your calories are coming in from fat. That means your body is burning the dietary fat, the fat you're eating, instead of your body fat. Now, if your body is already adapted to burning fat, and this is the secret to the pure protein diet, your body is already adapted to burning fat. If you eat less fat, your body is going to burn more body fat. Okay, I only dropped the fat intake down to 30% because you still need some fat in your diet to keep away hunger. Okay, you still need some fat in your diet for energy, but by bringing your dietary fat intake down to 30%, you're going to ensure that most of the fat you burn for energy is going to be coming from your body fat. Now, like I said, would I do it the way that Stallone, Michael J. White, everybody who's used this diet has done, is just to burn like the last 5 or 10 pounds really quickly and get very lean. Now, if you are very overweight, there are actually a couple of benefits. Okay, first of all, if you're very overweight, it is easier for your body to access body fat, okay? The leaner you get, the harder it is to burn body fat. So if somebody is, as he says, morbidly obese, that means that it's going to be easier for him to burn his body fat and use it as fuel than if you're like 10, 15, 5 pounds overweight. Okay, because the leaner you get, the harder it is to lose those last couple of pounds. So, like I said, when I went on this diet, it wasn't necessarily the most pleasant thing. It was just something that I was pushing myself through. Now, I'm going to give you an example. My ex-girlfriend, okay, had a lot of weight to lose, okay? And I had her on the pure protein diet. she was basically eating, a certain amount of chicken, a certain amount of almonds, as many green vegetables, usually broccoli, as she wanted. Okay, and that was basically it. And I had her in the gym. I had her doing some knee bends. I had her doing some burpees once in a while, a lot of planking and bridging. And I had her burning 500 calories a day, 5 days a week on the treadmill. You know, however it had to do, as long as she burnt that much, that many calories. And I had her scanned in at the gym. It was like a complex machine that like scanned her body in with a laser, took every measurement, and found her lean body weight and everything. And within a month, she lost a lot of weight, but she actually lost even more weight because she had been building muscle at the same time. So she lost a lot of weight, but she built muscle around her thighs from walking on an incline on the treadmill. So, like I said, because she had more weight to lose, a higher percentage of fat on her body to lose, it was actually easier for her to not only not be hungry on this diet, it was also easier for her to build muscle because of the amount of protein she was taking in, because it was easy for her body to access the body fat and burn that for energy. Now, another thing is this guy said that he's had multiple injuries and that he's not very physically active. And believe me, I've done diets where I've really worked out very hard. I've done diets where I've worked out a little bit, and I've done diets where I haven't really worked out much at all. And I'll tell you, you really have to drop your calories if you're not going to be exercising, because there are two reasons why you need more calories. One of them is because you're breaking down muscle and you need to have like the calories and just the food in your body to rebuild the muscle. And the other thing is if you're going to be burning a lot of calories through exercise. Now, if you are sedentary and you are not really moving, you're not breaking your muscles down, you're not burning calories. So it's really hard. You have to go extremely low in your calories to be able to burn a lot of fat and to lose a lot of weight. Because like I said, it's, if you were running or if you were lifting weights or if you were running and lifting weights or doing calisthenics, you would certainly need to have more food than if you're not doing anything at all. If you're not moving at all, you have to cut down your calories a whole lot. So for me, to have like, let's say I weigh 180 and my leanish body weight is 170, I'm taking in 1700 calories and I'm doing like 120 burpees a day, 100 squat jumps a day. I'm jumping rope for a half an hour a day. I'm doing karate on the bag for 45 minutes a day. It's killer to go down that low on calories and to eat almost all protein. However, if you're not moving because you have injuries, okay, or because you're very overweight, you are going to have to cut your calories a whole lot, okay, to get down so you're burning the amount of fat that I would be burning making all those exercises. I mean, let's say I'm burning 500, 700, 800 calories a day through exercise that you are not. You would have to drop down your calories, okay, all things being equal, you would have to drop your calories down to compensate for the 500, 600, 700 calories that you're not burning through exercise. And the pure protein diet is a very easy way to eat a lot of food, but to still have low calories. Because like I said, fibrous vegetables, whether it's lettuce, greens, kale, broccoli, whatever, as long as you don't cook it in all kinds of fat or anything that has carbohydrates in it, you can basically eat as much as you want, okay? Because there's not a whole lot of carbohydrates in it. It's mostly fiber and there's not a whole lot of calories in it. Chicken is basically just pure protein, okay? 4 calories per gram. I mean, it's not a whole lot, of calories per gram of protein. So you can eat an incredible amount of chicken a day and still have very few calories. And, the only reason you're eating nuts, I usually eat almonds, is specifically to add some fat to the diet. So what I'm saying is if you are overweight, if you are already in ketosis, your body is already fat adapted, which this guy said his body is already fat adapted, then yes, I suggest you do go ahead and give the pure protein diet a try. I've got a playlist. I'm going to have a link to the playlist below this video. And I also I'm going to have links to those, the Rocky diet, Michael J. White's diet, so you can get an idea of what the pure protein diet is. But like I said, definitely go ahead and give this a try if you're very overweight, because of two things. One, you can eat a lot of food but still have very low calories, which you will need if you're not going to exercise. And two, the more overweight you are, the easier it is for your body to access the fat, which means it's going to be easier for you to stay on this diet and get good results for a longer time than somebody who's actually leaner and closer to their ideal body weight.